1799, Sleepy Hollow is based on Washington Irving's classic tale, The Legend of Sleepy Hollow. Faithful to the dreamy, custom-bound world that Irving paints in his story, the film mixes horror, fantasy and romance and features an extraordinary cast of characters that dabble in the supernatural. It was released on the 17th of November 1999 in the USA. The director was Tim Burton, which Johnny Depp seems to always have a connection with. Many of the films that Johnny Depp has played in are directed by Tim Burton. The music composer was Danny Elfman, and the box office, it sold 206 million. And in my opinion, I think Ichabod Crane is a bold yet squeamish 18th century constable who visits a small hamlet to investigate mysterious beheadings. Obviously, we know that the Headless Horseman was killing people who were headless and people he didn't really like. But what I like about Sleepy Hollow as well is the fact that we get to see what was happening in Ichabod Crane's childhood, as well as what was going on in the town of Sleepy Hollow. So yeah, I also think it's funny how Ichabod's meant to be this constable, but he's squeamish. Like, he wants to do forensics and find out how they died and stuff like that. So when he goes to Sleepy Hollow, he starts to do that. But, yeah, nearly faints because of it. The nicest part of this, I think, is when they mix Christina Ricci into this. She played Wednesday Addams in the Addams Family Values with Angelica Houston. And she obviously grew up. They fall in love and stuff like that. And I think that's just nice, because you don't see many of that in films nowadays. And if you do, it's more the sex side of things than it is, yeah, you actually seeing them fall in love. This is by far one of my favourite horror films. In my opinion, it wasn't the best that Johnny Depp's ever done. It was great, but he could have done better, in my opinion. But he still portrayed the Ichabod Crane very nicely, and for him to actually beat his fears and defeat the Headless Horseman, it's nice, apart from the bit where before you see Christina and Johnny actually get out of a carriage in London at the end of the film with the boy, then he faints again because he doesn't like anything like squeamish, or he doesn't like anything that'd make him too bloody, or he doesn't like ghosts. And you see that at the beginning of the film when he goes to Sleepy Hollow to find out what's been going on. He's holding a coffee cup and he starts doing this, and the coffee cup is shaking. He has to put it down, and he's convinced it's a person who's living that's doing all this, but it's not. In fact, it's the Headless Horseman. And when he finds out, he doesn't like it, but he vows to protect the girl he loves, who seems to turn against him, but actually is protecting him from the Headless Horseman. So yeah, that's the review done for today, guys, and hopefully I'll be uploading again soon. So if you have any requests, comment down below in the description box, and I'll see what I can do. Until next time, bye guys.